Chicago Bears training camp is here, and I have 5 burning questions heading into camp. My name is Harrison Graham. You are watching Bears Now by Chat Sports. The first practice is today. If you're not watching live, Wednesday morning we put this episode out, and 5 burning questions coming up before this first practice. But smash that like button if you're fired up to have Bears football back. I expect 500 or more likes on today's show. How can you not be excited? Hit the like button if you're fired up for Bears football. All right, let's get to those burning camp questions. Number 1, will Justin Fields take command? And when I say this, I don't mean every single practice we're talking about how Fields and the offense dominated. What I am saying is he had strong OTAs and minicamp for the most part. Can he build off of that and be even crisper? Can he be even sharper? Can he win more often than not in these practices? Like, these camp practices should be won by the offense more often than another. Like, that's just how it's set up, because it's not full contact. Even when the pads are on, they're not lighting people up. He needs to take control. And other aspects of this, too, are, in addition to just the passing game needs to look better, is Justin Fields has had a full year plus with this playbook now. He should be able to change things at the line of scrimmage. That's something he's talked about this offseason. He should be able to run, option routes with receivers. Like, hey, like if this is the coverage, I'm going to throw it here. Like, take command, be the leader, both in terms of execution, but just in charge of this football team. I think he's ready for the moment. I want to see him do it over the next month. And those are my expectations. I expect a strong training camp. Dominant might be asking too much, but be in control. Be the quarterback. You're in year 3 in the NFL, year 2 in this offense, same staff, better weapons. Let's go. Take command of the offense and of this football team. Can DJ Moore dominate? That's question number 2 heading into training camp. I said it's a little rich to ask Justin Fields to just flat out dominate, but you brought in a true number 1 receiver to dominate. DJ Moore, go do it. Yeah, you've put up huge numbers and huge years with garbage teams and garbage quarterbacks. Say what you want about Justin Fields. He's the most talented quarterback DJ Moore's ever played with in the NFL. And we've talked about it before. We've talked about it again. A.J. Brown helped Jalen Hurts take that step. We saw it with Stefon Diggs in Buffalo with Josh Allen. DJ Moore in Chicago has the chance to do the same thing. And if he dominates, that's only going to help Justin Fields out. And also, if he does dominate and starts to draw double teams, hey, Darnell Mooney, man coverage playing out of the slot. Chase Claypool, take advantage of going up against man coverage. Tyler Scott, you get your opportunities in there as well. If DJ Moore can be a dominant presence on the outside, in the slot sometimes, just as an overall offensive weapon, that's going to help Justin Fields out. That's going to help the other receivers out. That's what he needs to do. That's what I expect. When you trade the number 1 pick in a package to get DJ Moore, you need him to be dominant. Math, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not. I think this is an easy question. What does 1 + 2 equal? Let us know in the comments. Burning question number 3, which rookies stand out? I think training camp is always fascinating to see what the rooks do. And I think the Bears have some interesting ones, some guys who have a chance to contribute on this football team right away. You look at this draft class from this past year, Darnell Wright, trenches play, so you kind of include him, Dexter and Pickens. Travis Bell, 7th-round pick, I'm not as concerned about him, but it's hard to evaluate even at camp. But when the pads go on, let's see how those guys perform. Obviously, Darnell Wright's going to start at right tackle, need him to be solid. Gervon, Dexter, and Pickens have a chance to have an impact on that defensive line. Tyrique Stevenson, to me, he's a starting outside corner. Does he look the part like he did in the offseason program? Roschon Johnson, where does he fit in at running back? Tyler Scott, how does he look? Can Noah Sewell push Jack Sanborn for that 3rd linebacker spot? Terrell Smith, Travis Bell, Kendall Williamson, I think lower leverage players there. But the point is that this draft class has a chance to really be good, I think. And you have expectations for, I would say, at least a third of these guys to potentially start, and I would say 2/3 to contribute at a fairly high level this year. So I think the opportunities are there. I know the Bears did a good job of adding some key veterans as well, but make no mistake, like Ryan Poles, Matt Eberflus, they expect a lot of these rookies to contribute and come in right away and do that. So training camp is when you set a strong impression. Let's see if they can do it. If you're fired up to have Bears football back, like I said, smash the like button. Doesn't this just get the juices flowing? We're talking about training camp, the rookies. You can just smell. I'm kind of stopped up here, but even I can smell the football in the air. hit that like button. Can the defense be sneaky good? I've really thought about this recently, and I think it could be. Now, I sit here saying that knowing that the pass rush is still probably not going to be great. Going to be okay, though. I think it could be a little better. I still want to add something there. But outside of the pass rush, like the back seven, I mean, this linebacker unit objectively is top 5 at worst in the NFL, at least on paper. Edmunds and Edwards is going to be nasty. Jack Sanborn is a good third linebacker. Noah Sewell, I think, can give you quality snaps. Dylan Cole played well last year. He's a good special teamer. I mean, you go 5 deep there in terms of legitimate players at the linebacker position. Now, cornerback is pretty strong too, especially if Tyrique Stevenson coming off of strong OTAs and minicamp. Like, if he continues to grow, if Kyler Gordon takes a year to leap, like, you're projecting a bit here because it's a younger position group, but you know what you have in Jaylon Johnson. And then safety. Like, Jaquan Brisker showed a lot as a rookie. Eddie Jackson had 4 picks last year before getting injured. Like, this back 7 could be really good. Now, I have questions about the front 4, especially at edge, but if that position group can just be serviceable, like, I think the defense has a chance to be sneaky good. So that's something I'm watching for. If the defense has some good days at camp, do not be surprised. How will the Bears defense be this year? I think it's going to be good, type G for good. And when I say good, top 12 in the NFL. A for average, 13 to 20, 13, 21. B for bad, bottom 3rd in the league. I think you'll be in that average range. Like, I think top 20 defense is possible. I really do think it could happen. And then which running back emerges, right? Khalil Herbert, whose picture you see right there, he's RB1 right now. But even though they let David Montgomery walk, they added some talent here. I mean, D'Onta Foreman had a damn good year last year, especially after Christian McCaffrey got traded in Carolina. Roschon Johnson was a player I really like coming out of Texas. I think the Bears, and they've vocally mentioned how special of a leader and player he could be. Travis Homer is a guy who has experience on third downs. Treston Ebner is going to compete. So you've got 5 dudes competing here. I mean, I'm focusing on these top 3, of course, and Khalil Herbert, D'Onta Foreman, I think they'll be vying for that RB1 role at least early on. Herbert led all qualified running backs in yards per carry last year at 5.7. Foreman was a bruiser for Carolina, 4.5 yards per carry, just over 900 yards. Roschon Johnson, kind of a do-it-all guy at Texas, as their number 2 back behind Bijan Robinson. I do think it'll be a running back by committee, but more often than not, someone emerges. I think Khalil Herbert is most likely going to be that guy, but we know he hasn't been very good as a pass protector. So if he doesn't take major leaps there, then you're going to need someone on third downs. Homer has had some experience there. Roschon, I think, can do that. So we'll see if Herbert's improved in that area and as a pass catcher. But this competition's going to be real. It's going to be hot and heavy. I'm excited to see how it plays out because this is a team that is still built to run the football. There you go. 5 burning questions as training camp is here. I'm excited. We're going to have you guys updated here on a daily basis on Bears Now. So subscribe. We'll see you soon.